Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another coffee rant with Dano and Frank, the Patriot Bald Eagle. If you have to hit pause on this video to get your coffee or whatever beverage you deem necessary, go ahead and do that now, as this will be a lengthy discussion. Guys, we have a massive amount of recalls. I mean, huge. Huge. And I'll tell you what, some of these are just crazy. So apparently this, we got a cheese, right? This is a cheese, a cream cheese coming out of Schreiber Foods Incorporated of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Over 836,721 units of various cream cheese products because of potential salmonella contamination. Now, salmonella is going around like crazy right now. We have the issue with the cucumbers and a couple other ones that we're going to go over here. Again, bear with me tonight. This is going to be a long video, guys. Unbelievable how many recalls we have. And I say unbelievable quite often when we get these recalls because they come in bunches. The recall includes Dutch Farms, Fairway, Happy Farms, Hy-Vee, Kroger, Our Family, Schnook, Essential Everyday, Dunkin', Piggly Wiggly, and Schreiber Foods cream cheeses. And it is just crazy how much this covers here. I'm reading from Food Safety News. We're going to be reading from various articles as we go over some of the ones that I picked out to go over as to where some are worded better than others. But this one here, according to details posted online by the FDA, the recall was initiated on May 3rd, 2024. It's about a month ago. And it's ongoing. The recalled products were distributed in California, Florida, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Massachusetts, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin. The recalled products were also shipped to Puerto Rico. So basically all over the country. Let's see here. As we go along here. So there are several different products that are on this. I mean, there's a ton, including all the ones that we had read from. So again, we're on Food Safety News. You can find these UPC codes on either Food Safety News or the FDA website. You can literally just Google cream cheese recall and it pops right up. There are several different articles covering this right now, and it is just everywhere. It's just crazy, guys. They go on to talk about salmonella. We've talked a lot about salmonella, some of the symptoms and stuff like that in the past. And then it goes over an entire list of their recalled products, the ones that are from each store. And if you have cream cheese in your fridge, I would definitely check this out. We just don't have time to go over all of these. I mean, there is a massive amount that is on recall. They got this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So much of this is covered. So again, this article is from Food Safety News, but we have so many different recalls that we have to go over today. I just don't have the time to go through the different codes and all that stuff. Even if this was a sole video on cream cheese recall, I wouldn't have enough time to go through the it looks like hundreds of products of cream cheese that have been affected. Okay, so I want to talk about this one right here. Let's see. Costco recalls popular brand of cheese due to possible plastic contamination. Another issue we've seen. A lot of products where accidents happen, plastic somehow gets in cheese. I don't really know much about this one other than it was posted on June 5th. So that was yesterday. And this is on Real Simple website. It's the only website I've seen it on, so take it for what you will. It's maybe one of those things we need to, figure out as the days go on. Costco members, listen up. The retailer is voluntarily recalling Tillamook, Colby Jack, and Tillamook Monterey Jack cheese slice packages from its shelves in Northwest region stores. According to the recall, this item may contain a very small quantity of gray and black plastic pieces. The recalled product includes a 32-ounce twin twin pack package of Tillamook Colby Jack and Tillamook Monterey Jack cheese, slices with the item number 651195, 651195, and the best of use by date of October 22nd, 2024. So, a couple products here. I believe they were sold through, yes, these products were produced for Costco's Northwest region locations only and sold between May 9th and May 31st, 2024. And again, that is on Real Simple's website here. Let's see. So here is the... So I'm going to go to the FDA website here for a second because they have something on the outbreak of the outbreak investigation of Salmonella here. Let's see. Fresh Start Produce Sales Incorporated has recalled cucumbers grown in Florida and distributed to retail distribution centers, wholesalers, and food service distributors in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia from May 17th through May 21st. This product should no longer be available for sale to customers in stores. Now, I was talking to someone. The issue with that is that a lot of people have probably already eaten these. And the thing is I think there have been... Hold on, before I go on here, I want to make sure that this... Because there's so many here. Okay. Now this is on... so it's been to 14 states, the ones that we just covered, out of Delray, Florida. I wanted to make sure because there was one that was causing some hospitalizations, but I went through so many of these. Let's see here. I do believe it was the cucumbers. So many of these I went through, though. And there's like some soda company here. Actually, we're going to go back. We're going to go back to that. So hold on one second. I want to check this one out while I'm on here. So soft drinks recall, which Newsweek actually has a map of where it has been taken to. But a soft drink company has issued 3 recalls for several of its drinks, amounting to almost 3,000 gallons of possibly unsafe soft drinks on shelves. And then they have the Newsweek map here. You can check that out. The states affected by the move are Connecticut, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Arizona, Michigan, Illinois, Nevada, and California. People in these states should avoid certain batches of the Charles Bogini Company's Pink Lemonade Cola-flavored base, Yellow Lemonade, and Yellow Lemonade X. These were issued recalls in their 1 and 5 gallon forms at the end of March before their health level hazard was made public on Monday. Just one after the other, guys. One after the other. So it's like, I guess it's like some of the fountain drink mixes that some of these stores may have had that maybe people can buy them too. I don't know. They're not very clear on it. Lots of different articles on this soda thing, though. Again, I'm just really putting this information out here for you guys so that you can look it up. Like I said, there's so many to cover right now. So many to cover. I just can't go through all the different details. Okay, here it is right here on NPR website, the health website here. More than 150 in the U.S. became sick due to a possible Salmonella outbreak in cucumbers. And this was posted today, June 6th. Again, that is NPR. N is in Nathan, P is in Paul, R is in Rick. NPR website here. More than 150 people have fallen ill after being exposed to cucumbers that were possibly contaminated with some Salmonella, the CDC said Wednesday. Excuse me. Now, here it says, as of Tuesday, 162 reported illnesses have been linked to cucumbers distributed across 25 states and Washington, D.C. 54 people have been hospitalized and no deaths have been reported, according to the CDC. Many of the people infected were concentrated in Pennsylvania, Florida, Virginia, and New York. They go on to CDC quotes here. The true number of sick people in this outbreak is likely much higher than the number reported, and the outbreak may not be limited to the states with known illnesses. Boy, does this sound a lot like the cantaloupe a few months ago, right? Wash your vegetables, guys, no matter what. Wash it all. Wash your fruit, wash your vegetables. I mean, come on. It's and the thing is who knows whether that really even helps. I mean, I'm sure it helps, but I mean, come on. This is one that people kept talking about in the comments. I was like, oh, gotta mention now we're talking about hospitalizations and all that stuff. We got to get the information out there. I've had a lot of work to do on some other videos and stuff, but I figured for tonight's coffee rant, we will focus solely on recalls. I know there's probably a lot of other ones that I'm going to miss tonight, but we're going to go over ones that we've been getting a lot in the comments, because some of the ones like that cream cheese, and that's going to get bigger. I'm basing my thoughts on how these recalls have gone. Something that massive at 800,000 something units, yeah, that's going to get bigger. And this cucumber thing is probably going to get bigger too. Probably being the key word. I hope not. But I mean, that's how these things go. Let's see. So it was Fresh Start Produce Sales Incorporated last week for cucumbers. It distributed between May 17th and May 21st in 14 states, including Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Illinois, Maryland, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. Now, I went over those before, but wanted to go over those again before we're going to dive a little more deeper into the cucumber thing. Okay, so the affected produce has, and this is funny. Okay, the affected produce has diameters of about 1.5 to 2 inches and are 5 to 9 inches long, which pretty much covers all of them. Let's see. The recall does not include the mini cucumbers, probably the ones you get in like the 4-packs or stuff like that we go over, or English cucumbers. And that could be because those are packaged. Those are packaged from somewhere else, so that's probably why. The Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture first alerted the Fresh Start based in Delray, Florida, that one of its products tested positive for Salmonella. So it has tested positive. Okay. The cucumbers are unlikely in the marketplace, end quote. Unlikely in the marketplace. But customers should check with local grocers to see if affected products have been sold there. You go over all these different states. Obviously, it's good to check whichever place you're shopping at. I don't know, that's where it gets a little disjointed in some of the conversation afterwards, right? This is kind of a wait and see type attitude that they, a lot of these places put in these things. But anyway, the affected products, ask if the affected products have been sent there or sold there. Those who have purchased affected cucumbers can throw them away or return them to the store for a full refund. Get your money back. Always get your money back. That should be said first. But again, for something like that, I would definitely make sure that you're careful when handling it. Make sure you clean the area in the fridge, or, just be very careful. Be very careful. Make sure you're cleaning everything. Wash your hands. And I would definitely call the store, because maybe they'll just give you your money back and you can just throw it away. I would try that. Why take it to the store if you can get your money back without having to take it to the store? Maybe take a photo of it for proof or something. And the thing is that, a store, I know people always ask about the whole receipt thing. I don't even know if they would want a receipt. Maybe, but they're going to not want you to bring it to the store, especially if they're known to have sold some of these products at their store. They would probably just offer you either a cucumber later or something, or get your money back. Always get your money back. The only way these places are going to ever learn is if they're paying for it, right? You've given them your money. You've given them your hard-earned money for their product, right? Get your money back. It's the only way these problems are ever going to get fixed. People just throw stuff away, and it's like, then they just made out, right? However, in the long run, they may not, because, you may not get it anymore. You may not buy that product. You may not buy that product at that store. You may switch to a different brand. If I was a business like that, I would definitely be concerned, and I would want to give their money back, just so, in the future, and that's one thing I will say about Jif. Remember when Jif had their recall a couple years ago? Huge recall on Jif, and it carried for over a year. Boy, they didn't want their fans of Jif peanut butter to be upset. They were telling people, they were like, give them their money back, we'll pay for it, right? They were paying all kinds of money. You didn't need a receipt. You just brought it back because people did not want you to give up on Jif peanut butter. And it took a long time. They did a lot of research, probably cleaned every plant that they have. I like that. I mean, and that is really what has gotten us back on board with Jif. It's that was something that had carried on over a year. That's a huge mistake. And I feel like they paid for that mistake. They made sure that everybody who had it was able to take it back. No hassle, no receipt. You give them your money back, right? And that's what needs to be done. And that's good business. Okay, so here in Newsweek a day ago, we have another beef recall as import warning issued. More than 20,000 pounds of beef products have been recalled after not being inspected when imported into the U.S. Why is that? South American Meat Incorporated, also known as 5 Goji LLC or 5 Gogi. It's the number 5 Gogi. Gogi LLC as imported based in California is recalling approximately 20,111 pounds of various frozen raw beef products after they were not presented to the U.S. Food Safety and Inspection Service for, quote, import reinspection, end quote, when being brought in from Uruguay in South America, said the agency. So that is that on that one. So that did not get inspected, therefore there's a recall. So, I mean, I guess, it's like, hey, you missed the inspection. A lot of recalls going on here in the U.S. right now, so we need to be extra careful, right? I kind of like that. Okay, so you missed out? Okay, well, then you lost out on all that money because we're taking it away from you. And it's not, because the inspection was skipped, the meat is gone. Now, how or why or what, that's a question for a later date, I guess. But anyway, guys, it's just insane. Different things. One thing that I don't really understand. I've been seeing this more and more. Okay, like the FDA has been putting like different levels on things, like a level 2, which they call is really close to the severe level, like and then because they had the recall in the Fiji water for manganese and bacteria, and then there's been updates everywhere that, oh no, it's not the highest level, but it's still a level. Like my point is that a lot of these recalls in the past, or at least in the past few months, haven't had levels of recalls on them. At least not that I've noticed. Is this something new they're doing because there's so many different recalls? Like, are some of these not as bad? Even if they're not as bad, they're still affected, right? Like, I don't want a level 3, I don't want a level 2, and I don't want a level 1, right? It's like, I mean, at least you're still putting the information out there. And the thing I had thought about before is that, does this level mean that you don't get your money back? I don't think so. There were some people that were talking about that. I'm pretty sure you can get your money back for any recall listed out there. Okay, so I can't find the article on the baby formula. There was an article here a week ago, and I'll just go ahead and go over this. Not sure if things have changed. Some people left in the comments that things have changed on that, but I wasn't able to find anything. But here in Fox Business, this was a week ago. Let's see. Pharmalac and Crecelac, Crecelac, and Pharmalac branded infant formula is being recalled after being placed on shelves without proper evaluation by the Food and Drug Administration. Dairy Manufacturers Incorporated issued a voluntary recall for all lot codes of formulas available in the United States, including Crecelac, however you say that, infant 0 to 12 months, Pharmalac 0 to 12 months, and Pharmalac 0 to 12 months low lactose at the retail and wholesale level. But I'm not going to go on about that. This is just another one. You can look that up with the FDA website, or the one we just read through with Fox Business. Let's see, what else we got here? What's going on with the Walmart here? Has there been an update? Oh, that's been taken down. See, that's why you got to watch some of these different things too. There's like food safety news, the cargo recalls, ground beef from Walmart. That was a while back, and this is a article that was 2 days ago, but it's been taken down. So, gotta watch some of these here. That's why I do a little bit of research before. Some of these could change. Some of these could change. Make sure you're staying up to date on the different things going on the FDA website and beyond. Again, you can literally Google any of these recalls that we've talked about, and you will see several different articles, like this one to Food Safety News with the cream cheese. That was posted 3 hours ago, so that is fresh. Let's see. I don't know, guys. It is just one thing after the other. One thing after the other. This soda recall is getting a lot of traction here. There's a lot of people who've been covering this one, though. It might be worth looking into with the different 1 to 5 gallon, or let's see, what was that again? 3,000 gallons of possibly unsafe soft drinks on shelves. They say that on shelves, okay, but it's it says people in these states should avoid certain batches of the Charles Bogini Company's pink lemonade cola flavoring base, right? That's a base. Wouldn't that mean that's for fountain drinks? I don't know. They're not very clear on that. Both the Charles Bogini pink lemonade and the Charles Bogini Company cola flavoring base was classified as a Class 2. See, we're getting these different classes here. Class 2 health hazard. In total, 28 gallons of the former and 2,723 gallons of the latter have been flagged as potentially dangerous. Now, would you want to drink anything that is labeled as potentially dangerous, no matter what level it is? I don't know. That is the recall madness for the day, guys. What a crazy day. Crazy recalls. People have been talking about recalls. A lot of customers, a lot of viewers of ours have been talking about different recalls, on the channel here. Wanted to just cover some of the more recent ones. The two, I think, are one of concern are the cucumbers, because cucumbers keeps growing and growing, and now we have more hospitalizations because of it. Okay, so stay away from the cucumbers. They said that the mini cucumbers and the big English cucumbers aren't affected. Yeah, well, I'm still not going to be eating cucumbers for a while. Wait till that is in the all clear. And what was the other? Cheese. I mean, that's a lot. 800,000 units of cream cheese. And it does look like Kroger, they say Kroger. Hy-Vee is Kroger-owned store. And some of the other, they say Happy Farms. So that includes Aldi as well. So that's a big one that I would definitely check out online with the 800. And again, food safety news. A couple other ones that we read from all the time are USA Today. You can even go directly to the FDA website to find out which units are directly involved. So if you have some cream cheese in your fridge, I would definitely check to see if it's involved. There's too many to cover here in a 20-25 minute video. So make sure you check online. Again, just Google cream cheese recall, and you will just have a bunch of information on that. Make sure you check the lot codes, the best if used by dates, and stuff like that. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.